Good morning, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the 8th episode of our Workflows webinar series. I can just see a few people attending, so just give them a few more seconds to arrive. Hope everyone is okay today. So it has just gone 10 o'clock, so I'll kick start. So this week's focus is on our compliance webinars. My colleague and one of Osprey's case management developers, Ben, will take you through the what, whys, hows of workflows, looking at how implementing the time-saving automations can reduce the cost and time of staying compliant. The compliance workflows and features mentioned in today's webinar will help your firm easily implement best practices and meet your accreditation criteria while staying efficient and productive. Before I hand over to Ben, I want to let you know that the Q&A feature is open at the bottom of your Zoom screen. So if you have any questions, please post them in there and we'll try to get around to answering them at the end of the webinar. If we don't have time, one of the support team will get back to you. So without any further delay, I'll hand over to Ben to get started.
Thank you, Amy, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on compliance and Lexcel. As Amy's just said, I'm Ben. I'm a case management developer here at Osprey, and I've come from a private practice background, having both been an IT manager and a practice manager for high street firms. Throughout my career, I've been involved in various aspects of compliance, including acting as a compliance officer for finance administration, as well as dealing with various accreditations and legislative and regulatory changes. With my wealth of hands-on experience in firms, it's put me in a perfect position here at Osprey to develop our compliance offering and host today's webinar. So how can Osprey help your firm? Although this webinar is called Compliance and Lexcel, Osprey's fully integrated system helps achieve compliance across a wide range of regulations and accreditations. By reducing the reliance on your physical files and disparate systems, our comprehensive and easy to use functionality aids compliance not only with Lexcel, but also the SRA regulations, accounts rules, legislation such as GDPR and money laundering, and other accreditations such as CQS, WRQS, and the LLA Specialist Quality Mark. So with all the compliance in one central place, Osprey allows fee earners and managers to complete compliance tasks within the Osprey application. And as a fully integrated solution, there are time-saving benefits by not having to use separate systems or applications. A huge benefit of Osprey is that the compliance workflow elements can be added to your existing workflows to ensure that all users are completing the required tasks. Our solution enables fee earners to monitor their own compliance using our automatic workflows and key dates. And this takes away the burden of having to remember to complete tasks or update or chase required information. Our integration with Outlook also allows the key dates to be entered into the fee earner's own diaries, ensuring that all dates are recorded in 2 places. Our central reporting suite allows senior managers, coffers, culp, and money laundering officers to keep an overview of the compliance and proactively monitor and resolve any potential breaches and non-compliance. Both of these features give the coffer, culp, or money laundering officer and any other business stakeholders the peace of mind that the firm is meeting all of its requirements. With the addition of Osprey BI, firms can access an interactive compliance dashboard, giving headline figures and statistics to help spot trends and resolve any issues. And as mentioned previously, our workflows satisfy many requirements of Lexcel, Law Society accreditations such as CQS and WIQS, as well as the LLA Specialist Quality Mark, and the workflows have been developed with all of these in mind, as well as governing body and legislative regulations. Osprey allows you to meet compliance and regulations criteria within our core functionality as well as our workflows. So with our fully integrated legal accounting, you can ensure that you're meeting all your SRA accounts rules, while our time recording is compliant with Lexcel and legal aid requirements. The ability to enter WIP and disbursement limits allows you to keep track of your matter and ensure your updates to your clients as required. And then we have a range of workflows covering CDD, client due diligence, complaints, undertakings, file reviews, client satisfaction, PI claims and circumstances, and finally the SRA diversity survey. Osprey also helps you remain compliant with GDPR with the ability to set retention dates on your matters history items. And we can also deal with data subject requests and data erasure requests using functionality fully integrated within Osprey. We also make it easy to keep track of your fee sharing and referrals, the oaths that have been administered, as well as deeds and documents that you hold on behalf of your clients. With all of this information in one place, undertaking professional indemnity and other renewals becomes an easy task. With our comprehensive reporting suite, all of the information you need is at your fingertips. And if you need any further information that our standard reports don't provide, we're always on hand to assist. So before I move on to cover our specific workflows, to help you with the compliance obligations, I should briefly explain what workflows within Osprey are for those of you that aren't familiar with them. So a workflow is a set of predefined actions that can be run from within Osprey to automate the tasks. This in turn will increase profitability by saving users time and by using our automated and efficient processes. This can include prompting data entry via questionnaires, sending auto-populated letters, documents or emails, and recording key dates such as deadlines or limitation dates. It can also automatically post items to our convenient and secure client portal, as well as allowing collaborative working on documents using our deal room. Workflows could cover file opening procedures, file closing procedures, and everything in between. And our workflows are fully customizable, and our support team are always on hand to help you meet your firm's requirements. I'll now describe to you how each of our compliance workflows can aid your firm in remaining compliant, as well as enabling your coffer, culp, and money laundering officer to feel confident that they have the information they need at any time at their fingertips. So first up is our client due diligence workflows, which allow the users to complete client and matter risk assessments and record your ID formalities. Client risk assessments will be visible on any matter for that client, while the matter risk assessments will only be available for that specific matter it's been completed for. Our standard question set is designed to get the fee earners thinking about any potential risks, and Osprey will suggest where the matter should be treated as high risk. If you have any specific criteria that wish to trigger a high risk client or matter, then the Osprey team are always here to help you get the most out of your system by making those changes. The fee earner is also able to record the level of due diligence manually required for any matter. When ID expiry dates are entered, Osprey will notify the user if the ID has already expired at the point of entry, or alternatively, key dates are automatically added to remind the fee earners to refresh the CDD and renew any ID. Beneficial owners and politically exposed people can be noted, and where appropriate, source of funds can also be recorded. Central reporting will aid your firm's coffer and culp and money laundering officers to monitor compliance with both the money laundering regulations and ensure that matters remain within your firm's risk profile. Example reports that can be run include expired ID, ID expiring in the next 30 days, as well as matters which have been marked as high risk. For firms that make use of our InfoTrack integration, which was also covered in one of our previous webinars, you can easily complete your electronic AML checks, which are automatically saved back to your matter. Moving now onto our complaints handling workflow, which allows your firm's complaint handler to record, respond, track, and report on complaints. Osprey's document production allows you to ensure that letters are compliant with any regulations or accreditations, and the automatic key dates ensure that you do not miss any response deadlines. Recording key information about the complaint will allow you to report on all of your complaint data, ensuring that trends are spotted and complaint information is at your fingertips when it comes to your PI or accreditation renewals. Next, and as we all know, it's important to centrally record all your undertakings given by your firm. This is a requirement of many accreditations, including Lexcel and CQS. With our undertakings workflow, you can record and monitor undertakings given. Automatic key dates ensure that undertakings are never missed, enabling fee earners to track their own undertakings, while senior management are able to get an overview of your firm's undertakings with our reporting suite. Yet another requirement of many accreditations and best practice for managing your firm's risks are the conduct of file reviews or audits. I know from my time in practice, the easier you make this for your fee earners, the more likely you are to get them to do them. Our file review workflow makes the process easy by automating the process and asking the required questions through the workflows. Any deadlines for required corrective actions are automatically added, and the process can be monitored using our standard reports. Moving now on to our client feedback, Osprey client satisfaction workflow. You can easily monitor your firm's service delivery, how your firm's service delivery is perceived by your clients. The workflow allows for feedback to be provided by the online client portal, making it easy for the client to complete and therefore improving client engagement. It also allows for manual entry of responses if the client portal is not being utilised by your firm. And feedback can be summarised to monitor potential issues and to produce statistics, which historically I've found can be really useful for your firm's marketing. Now turning to your PI claims and circumstances. A requirement of Lexcel is that you keep a register of these, and Osprey's PI and claims circumstance workflow enables you to keep this central record along with all of your related documents and correspondence, which will help you complete your yearly PI renewal, as well as many of the other accreditations which require this information. As well as the rest of your compliance workflows, with our comprehensive reporting suite, all of this information is at your fingertips. Now, I'm all sure you've had to complete the SRA diversity survey in the past, and this year it's just around the corner. You can now easily complete the survey by collating your employees' responses easily using Osprey, and your firm's employees can complete it by answering the questionnaire, and the results can be viewed in the format of which the SRA requires them to be entered into the My SRA portal, making it a lot easier for the person who's managing that process. So moving away from workflows slightly now, Osprey also has a selection of integrated functionality which allows you to remain compliant. So in line with GDPR regulations, Osprey offers you a number of features that allow you to remain compliant. The ability to set retention dates on your matter history items means that documents can be removed easily in line with those regulations. And Osprey also allows you to issue authorised personnel the ability to request data held on a client's file and extract or remove all data, meeting your subject access requests and requests for erasure. And now another way to ensure you've met all your obligations of the SRA and remain compliant with the Code of Conduct, and in particular referrals, introductions and separate businesses section. With our integrated register, you can record matters where fee sharing or referrals are present, or you've introduced a client to a third party. And you can use our checklist to ensure you've met all the criteria stated by the SRA. Osprey enables you to keep a record of all oaths administered by your fee earners, recording against clients and matters, and again giving you the ability to upcode a copy of the document if it's relevant to you. And finally, one last integrated register is our document storage functionality. You can record all of the important documents which you hold on behalf of your clients, meeting the requirements of Lexcel and other accreditations. Documents such as wills, LPAs and property deeds can be recorded against the specific client and/or matter, and movements can be recorded when withdrawn. You can also attach scanned copies of those documents to the record to enable quick viewing of an item without withdrawing it from your store. And an item can be, and you can record receipts and IDs against those items should they be withdrawn by your client or leave your store for any other reason. So now I've touched on this through the webinar. Our comprehensive reporting suite covers the full offering of compliance workflows. This enables you to have all the information at your fingertips for all your renewals, as well as meeting any compliance obligations to review regularly any of the compliance areas. Reports can be tailored, and our support team are always on hand to assist you with any customizations you may need. Furthermore, with the addition of our BI module, you can view your compliance data in our specifically designed compliance dashboard. All of the information that your COFA, COLP or money laundering officer may need is all in one easy to interpret place. It enables you to spot issues and patterns across the firm at a glance without making the job, while making the job of your COFA, COLP or money laundering officer easier and giving them peace of mind that your firm is compliant. Osprey BI isn't just for the COFA and COLP. Once the firm has access to this, it can be used to make informed business decisions with the powerful business intelligence reporting, working across all of your Osprey data, including your finances and your billing data. So to keep up to date, our team of case management developers such as myself are constantly researching and updating our workflows. And as with all of the workflows, it's also really simple for you to change and amend any template, document, task action, or key date to meet your firm's needs and requirements. As we create and develop our workflows, you may want to take advantage of our updated versions. Our recently developed sync tool allows you to push workflow updates out to your clients without overwriting any changes or amendments you have made to the workflows in-house. You are able to benefit from new features without worrying about your customizations being lost. Any customizations, such as switching a specific letter out with your own or changing to an action within a specific task, will be retained and merged into the new workflow. We're currently the only case management system provider to have this functionality, meaning we're the only provider to ensure that your workflows are fully up to date and compliant without having any hassle or having to duplicate work types on your system. Our support team can give you a demo of any of our workflows and then easily import the workflows into your system for immediate use once done. So as well as developing new and updated workflows, we're also working on new fully integrated features, such as a coffer and cult breaches register, a risk register, a gift and hospitalities register, and a register of client bank accounts. All of these features are potentially on our roadmap for development at the moment, and we would welcome your thoughts and feedback if you feel these features could benefit your firm. All of that being said, I'm now done. I'm going to hand back to Amy for any questions that may have been asked.
Thanks, Ben. That's a great presentation and so much information put together there on the workflows and the features that we've got in Osprey that can help your firm stay compliant. So don't worry about scribbling notes as we go through. This webinar has been recorded and we'll send you a link probably tomorrow morning with that recording, so you can always refer back to it. But if you'd like a more in-depth view or information or a demo on any of those features, please get in contact with our support team and they'll be able to take you through that and give you some more information. So we have had a few questions in, so I'll just run through those. So we already have our own risk assessments that we are currently using. Can they be used as part of Osprey's workflows?
Yes, as I said, all of our workflows are fully customizable. So we can tailor the questions that the workflows ask, and they can then be mapped to your documents as you like.
Perfect, thank you. Our CULP would like to know when a high risk matter is taken on. Does Osprey support this?
Yes, although it's not part of our standard workflow at the moment, it can be amended to include an email, an automatic email to the CULP when that matter is taken on. Or there are our reports which can run regularly, which will show you a list of all the high risk matters. Perfect,
thank you. And we'll just touch on this last question here. Do we need to take all of the compliance workflows or can we just pick and choose?
No, you're able to pick and choose. Each one is self-contained. So you can just take the ones you require at this point in time. And then if you want to add any more in the future, just contact us back and we can get those added. Perfect, thank you. So that's all the questions that we've had today. If you do have anything else, like I said, just contact support and somebody will get back to you to give you more information or a more in-depth view on those features and workflows. Just to mention that our next workflow webinar is on commercial conveyancing, and that's next Thursday at 10 AM. And I also recommend watching back any of our integration webinars. If you didn't get a chance to view those, they are now available all on demand through the Osprey Academy. So thank you again, Ben, for your presentation, and thank you for everyone joining us today. And we'll see you again next week. See you later. Thank you all.